C'est love call boss. Want to get out of it. Get through. In the loop. This looks phallic. Matel. Pink for room 104. Ow! Yo, you're a fucking bitch. You know that? It's breast cancer. You fucking poochika. Pink one finish. Bye, Etuma. Motherfuck. My bed under my fingers on fire. Library's closed. Mataskidare. Call the paramedics. Mate tam çay versem laf kadni. What is this? Bro, my head, bro. I look like the Prometheus alien. Welcome to the Room 104 podcast. This is the episode number 50. For the 50th episode, for getting this far, thanks to you guys at home, thanks to you on TikTok, for reaching, I think, over 1,033 followers on the Room 104 TikTok. Thank you so much for the love and the respect and the support. Che. Che, Stulagavari! It's spinning! My finger's on fire. Malta's fucking yeah, Room 104 podcast! Yeah! Okay! It has been a long time since we've done a solitary episode like this before. And honestly, I wanted to bring it back for the 50th episode just in commemoration to the past, I want to say, 2.5 years since the inception of Room 104. I wanted to give a massive shout out and a massive thank you to everyone who has supported me through the years. Okay, so we'll just put this here just so you guys know it's the 50th episode. Just a massive shout out to all the people that I've gotten a chance to get to know because of this platform, because of this amazing show. I know I don't get a chance to say thank you a lot. I know I don't get a chance to really say how much I appreciate the fans and how much I appreciate my support group, like my dad, my friends who continue, and whoever who continues to watch this show. And as long as I can make y'all laugh and create new, interesting relationships with people on this show, and I can create some really fun, interesting episodes for you guys, then all the more better. The more chaotic this episode, the better it's going to be for the long run. This is the bat signal for all these Armenian-owned businesses or any business, really. They don't have to be Armenian-owned, but any business that really wants to get more, that wants to have some fun and wants to also highlight their business a little bit more on a platform, then please reach out to the Room 104 podcast TikTok or the Room 104 podcast on Instagram, or you can even message me directly at Shanti_Monty on Instagram and TikTok. First things first, I want to get into what's been going on with me for the past couple months. I'm sure if whoever has been keeping up has seen me go and be a host for the Olive Music Festival. That was kind of last minute, but it was a very fun experience for me personally. I also got my motorcycle license by Zvoltas Kakvav Mecha Matt Naik. You see this gash right here? Don't look at my fucking feet. Do you see this gash? I don't have a motorcycle yet, but it's coming, hopefully. Day 2 of the MSF course. I had a 2002 Suzuki GZ270. I think the GZ250. I'm a butcher it. I think it's a GZ or a GX. I'll put the picture of it behind me. That bike has a chrome exhaust tip. And when we were doing traffic cone drills, which is like they'll put like 8 of them in front of you and you have to weave through like a fucking sewer rat on a motorcycle, you never look down. It's weird because when you're riding a motorcycle, your eyes are what control where you're going to go, which is strange. Like in a car, you could look this way and you're still going to go straight. With a motorcycle, you look this way. So you have to respect the bike as much as you can And that's exactly what I was doing up until that traffic cone point. It's going down this road. So you have to, and it's really close to each other. So the cones are really close to each other. So you have to weave in, out, in, out, in, out. Sense? I get to the first cone. So I'm ready to go. Sense? As I go forward, by the way, the cones are here. I had to come from a turn and then go straight into the cones. Okay? So himayes ekelem. I'm on the sides. It's motorov galisem. I turn, right? Hassam orachi traffic kona matam che. Once I go left, and then eshinamon, I look down like a jackass. Tsotsnayam, and then himavur angelem. My foot is stuck underneath the bike. Okay, left side. Votas kirare on this side. Himayes, I'm looking this way. I'm looking down, and I just hear screams. Leave. I'm trying to get this motorcycle up on its two wheels. Yes, pour sumem to bring this bitch up. As I put this bitch up, because my foot's stuck, I'm wearing like Timbs. I'm wearing fucking thick ass Timbs, and the Timbs are like stuck underneath one of the fucking radiators. So I'm like trying to move. And I guess for whatever reason, I lean this way, like I'm doing a lunge. And my right knee on the chrome fucking exhaust just... It felt like I was getting stabbed by like 1,000-degree knife. Like it was really, really bad. Like it felt like shit. And I was like, ah. And then I'm like, am I bleeding? Like that was the sensation I got. I thought I was bleeding. The instructor comes up and he's like, yeah, all right? You okay? And he's always doing this, like it's a fucking hostage negotiation. Yeah, okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm okay. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yes. I'm okay, thank you. I'm starting to feel my right foot. I can't feel it no more. This is great. Let me go check it out. Yani, it looked like pink bubble wrap. It looked disgusting. During the tests, I bombed that fucking traffic, the cones again. I hit one of the cones out. It's fine. I saw this girl come from behind me. Yani es auch chica. Ooh. Motorcycles are dangerous, bro. Trust me. When I took this fucking MSF course test, this girl came in with all gear. All right? All gear head to toe. Jacket, helmet, gloves. I thought she had a motorcycle at home. There was another guy who came with a motorcycle for the motorcycle test. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Do illegal less? Do illegal? You know what? I'm just gonna let this go. So I'm like, whatever. Everyone goes. There's like 12 of us. She's the last person. One of the tests is you have to go to a loop, right? It's a big circle. It's a big fucking circle. She has to go at every corner. She has to slow down. She can't slow down. She just has to go through. She has to speed through at the curve. Homegirl brakes at the curve. Es auch chica. Literally. All I hear is... Ah! And I see this girl. She had a white t-shirt on. All over her tits. Just a black tire mark. Going straight horizontal across her chest. We looked at her. I looked at her and I went... Was that a dick move? No one asked if she was all right. No, only the MSF instructors. They ran to him like it was SWAT team. Like they fucking ran to her. She gets up. She's looking around. She's obviously fucking embarrassed. On top of the pain she's feeling, embarrassed. She looks towards us and I look at her and I go, and I passed. So anyway, move on to the next topic. I woke up, okay? Last night I woke up last night I woke up. What the fuck is wrong with me? Did I just have a fucking stroke? Just, you know how like you're watching something and it's like a finance bro going like, well, I wake up at 4 a.m. and then I go to the gym and then I come back, I take a 30-minute nap and then I wake the fuck up and then I go get breakfast. And then when everyone else is scared.
Eat ostrich balls, nigga. You heard? Lick ostrich dick.
As a finance bro, right? You are saying you make millions of dollars. You're making all this money, and the first thing you do is you go on a podcast. I'm broke as fuck. Podcasting is not going to make you that much money, Hopar. You wake up at 5 a.m., go to the gym. Not even 5. You wake up at 4. You go to the gym. You come back. They made fun of that one guy, Ashton Hall, for swimming in the air for 4 minutes. These people with their morning routines that they record and they fucking post, y'all are scary to me. Because me, I can't even function. I wake up in the morning, my dad, God forbid he knocks on my door, or God forbid he opens the door and says good morning. Manslaughter. I'm not a morning person. These guys have full-blown GoPros and tripod installed. It's not, they put a fucking Alpha 6700 Sony on top of like a stove and they're like cooking breakfast. Here's my morning skincare routine. Disconnect your internet router. I get the hustle. Don't get me wrong. Like, not everybody can sit there and become a finance brother. It's really strange. Like, I've been seeing that more and more. I scroll. There's a serial killer near my house. It's 1 a.m. I'm in bed shitting bricks. I look at the description. Woodland Hills. He has not been caught. What? What are the police doing? Are they participating in Easter egg hunt? What are they fucking doing? We defunded the fire department. We didn't defund the police. Why are they not chasing the serial killer? He could be outside my window as we speak. He killed Matt. Let me open this up.
Alexander Rogers captured in Woodland Hills this afternoon. This is video earlier today.
Oh, thank God. Bernal and Iran. Never mind. We're good. Bernal and Iran.
LA police and county sheriff were scouring a Woodland Hills neighborhood after reports of a possible sighting of the suspect. Rogers was believed to be here in Southern California after his car was found abandoned in Calabasas. He is wanted for stabbing a man and a woman in Longview, Washington last Tuesday. The woman... 1 week ago, Marta Spaner. This guy had the entire world, the entire country to go to escape from a murder. 2 murders. Ekelaim Bacchus. Afternoon, and it was when I left. Kok Bacchus. If I had gone in the morning, I would have been on the fucking news. Es Marta Spane Ekuhoki in a fucking different state. Ekela Calabasas Vorinch. Kim Kardashian Voren Lazi. Rogers had recently finished a 20-year stint in prison for attempted murder. We're expecting to get an update from the...
So you failed the first time, and you're like, nah, let me get out. Let me do it again. I don't understand the criminal mind. I'm in a master's program again right now for criminal justice, and we're talking about this shit. Yani, this is what we're talking about. Mass incarceration doesn't fucking work. This is the reason. You can't, rehabilitation is caucus. You're telling me for some reason this guy stayed 20 years. What did he do? Was he watching fucking training videos on how to do this shit? He came out after an attempted is Alexander Lee Rogers, 51 years old. He stabbed 73-year-old Andrew Peters and his sister-in-law, who was 64. Last Tuesday, I can't even leave the house without a possible serial killer outside my door. Kakutemte in the middle of an episode, and just talk. Let's move on to the next topic. For some of you, you may know this, but some of you may not. I am in the field of ABA. ABA means Applied Behavior analysis. The primary group of people that ABA therapists really work with are kids who are on the spectrum or adults who are on the spectrum. So I've been seeing a lot of these videos on ABA on my feed. Some of them, they take videos of the actual clients and they're trying to make it seem like it's a cute video. Haha. Look, I'm teaching my kid how to say hello. That is a violation of HIPAA compliance. Unnormal. They teach us in they can't. There's no way that this is real. There's no fucking way this is real. I'm seeing these videos pop up and it's these, there's literal kids in there in some of these. And then they blur the therapist out. What? I can't even talk about the cases that I've been on because I'm still within the 1 year mark. If I pass the 2 year mark, then I could talk about it in extensive detail. The parents could fucking file a HIPAA compliance violation. $100,000 voras kharen. Voras khareluen with $100,000. You're telling me that this woman can just make a fucking TikTok benefits of ABA? There's a kid fucking screaming in the back. ABA stands for Applied Behavior and... What? What? And then a video pops up. Let's watch one of them.
I have another bone to pick with ABA because the more I think about it, the more it pisses me the hell off. So let me get this straight. In order to become an SLP, an OT, a physical therapist, even the LCSW, you have to have a license. You have to have a bachelor's degree. You have to have a master's degree. You have to do hundreds of hours of observation hours. You need to do all of these things to be able to work in your field. You have to be licensed. So please help me wrap my head around this. How is it that a BCBA who went to college, got their undergrad, got their master's, did hours of observation, they are allowed to create goals and a plan for their clients, but they're not the ones servicing the clients directly. But then are those ABA...
Stop right there. I don't know if this woman is a mom. Jen, I don't know if you're a mother or if you've worked in the business. I don't know. But BCBAs do work with the clients. It's just on a limited percentile. BCBAs are in charge of making sure that all of the practices within a certain team of therapists is evidence-backed and scientifically proven to reduce a challenging behavior that occurs specifically to this child. As a behavior analyst, I've seen the work of a BCBA and the reports that they have to write, and the programs they have to search for, and the ideas they have to come up with in order for said program to be implemented. And by the way, they teach the therapist how to do it accurately, to have procedural integrity, because guess what? If it's incorrectly implemented, you're going to have that challenging behavior stem new problems. And also, it depends on the companies. Depending on the funding source, they will allocate a certain amount of their work hours, or the client's authorized hours, right? Will be spread out in the form of the behavior therapist having the most, the mid-tier supervisor having a little bit less than the most, and then you get the BCBA who has the least. So they have to actually come and check as a BCBA. They have to come to session to ensure that the programs are not only being ran in place, they're there to collect the data that's been collected by the therapist, by the BT. Behavior therapist. I have to clarify that for my Armenian audiences. The BCBA's job is no fucking joke. Anyone can do a behavior therapist's job. Believe me, I've seen some idiots walk in and do behavior therapy. I've seen it. I was a supervisor at one point, not a BCBA, but I was a mid-tier supervisor. And when I tell you I've had to deal with BTs that cried on the job, that didn't know what to do when their program was being implemented, they had no idea how to fucking handle stressful situations between mom, dad, and teacher, and I had to be the one to have those conversations with them. I did only 15% of whatever the BCBA was doing. Otherwise, the BCBA would also be doing the same thing. Because I guarantee you, the amount of effort that a BCBA has to go through to make sure that programs are being implemented, Hoparjan, BCBA shits on everybody else that's on the board. I'm just saying. ABA is designed in a way where we all follow the BCBA's lead. The clinical director don't know fucking shit about this case. Neither does the scheduling, neither does the one that's working with them. The therapist can be a fucking high school dropout.
We would never allow any other field to have a board certified clinician work with patients, create a plan, and then just hire somebody off the street.
It's not, the BCBA doesn't hire the person. The company hires the person. If the BCBA were to hire the person, they wouldn't hire that person. Now there's another ABA video that popped up on my feed, which confused the fuck out of me.
ABA therapy is harmful to us.
ABA
ABA therapy is a behavioral therapy that it works to lessen problematic behavior, and it just ends up being really abusive to the autistic person in the end.
Wrong. So let me tell you something. When you go problematic behavior in quotes, I understand what you mean when you put it in quotes. Because problematic is not an operational definition. You could say something like challenging behavior in that it inhibits the person to function across multiple social settings at a time. Realistically, no, it's not abusive to the child. It's the therapist incorrectly implementing ABA protocols that is causing undue stresses and possible trauma to the child down the line. ABA in and of itself is not abusive. It's not, because they would have shut that shit down years ago. Next topic. I've been seeing an influx in Armenian podcasts. It's a great thing, don't get me wrong. I'm the least qualified to shit on anybody who's trying to make it big or trying to make a business out of nothing. I'm the least qualified. This video surfaced a while ago.
Where if a girl's like, oh, I want to go to a party, I want to be able to go to parties, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to be like, well, you know, I'm not going to like that. I'm not comfortable with you doing that. And then she's like, oh, well, da-da-da. I was like, okay, well, if you choose to go to a party, do whatever you want. That's completely fine with me, but that's my fucking boundary and that's my deal breaker. So you will be going to that party single. And that's exactly. The game. That's the, like, it's not even the game, bro. That's just how you gotta fucking be as a man. It's like,
that's the framework.
Have your fucking boundaries, bro, and have some fucking self-respect. Most guys get fucked over by girls because they have absolutely zero self-respect.
100%. Yeah, I think if you put a boundary on, and if your girl just doesn't respect it, and she's like, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do, then it's your choice. You gotta either leave or you're gonna be like a bitch and stay there.
Exactly. Then you're gonna be the girlfriend.
Exactly.
First things first, when there are two guys on a pod and they're talking about women, automatic, you're going to get hate. That's just by default. You're going to get shit on, especially whenever you're talking about women's roles in a relationship. It's surah. Respect and boundaries. Yes, it should be mutual. Hoparjan, if you're using a woman going to a party and you don't want this woman going to a party as an example of you enforcing your boundaries, you need to do a deeper analysis as to why you don't want this girl to go to parties. If I'm in a relationship with someone and I know that this person has a past, even if you enforce that boundary, you know that this person is not going to follow that fucking boundary, you dumb fuck. How are we still having this debate? Yes, Chemask on him. You know, he goes on to say you're going to end up being the bitch in that relationship. I'm sorry, G. If your whole thing is I want to get a party girl, right? Someone who's very hot, very sexy, and then you try to keep them in the house, who's the bigger bitch? Because you're trying to manipulate someone into being something that molds into exactly what you want. You're trying to mold someone into being exactly what you want them to be. If you are scared that a girl is going to go to a party You need to do some self-reflection as to why you have that fear in the first place. Did you get this girl at a club? Did you get this girl at a party? If you did, maybe this one ain't the right person for you, G. It has nothing to do with boundaries, because boundaries and respect have to be mutual. You understand what I'm saying? As a guy, it has to be mutual. If you're saying that girl can't go to a party, you ain't going to no goddamn party either. Or you're going with her. Hit the gana. Because that doesn't make any fucking sense to me. I'm not your parent. I'm your man. Hate to do. You have nerve to be like, you end up being the girlfriend in the relationship? What? A lot of guys have been taken advantage over. Yes, that's true. You're 100% correct. You're 100% absolutely correct. But I'm a firm believer that no matter what it is, a lie cannot last as long as you think it would. The truth will come out somehow. There are certain ways where a woman is using you. There are certain ways where a man is using you. Over time, we don't care enough to lie. So the truth will come out. But this shit, stupid. This conversation is fucking stupid. When you...
It's not even the game, bro. That's just how you gotta fucking be as a man. That's the framework. Have your fucking boundaries.
That's the framework? You know what, Alper? No, Alper. If you're going to a club and you pick up a girl at a club and then you tell this girl you cannot go to a party because... Nah... That's bitch behavior, G. I'm sorry, but it is. I don't know the two of these people. Maybe they just did it for clickbait. I don't know Aryan. Listen, Aryan has done some... He's doing his own thing. Getting naked at fucking Verdugo Park, punching the shit out of his homie. This makes no sense, up there. Enforce the boundaries, but don't make it a gender-specific thing. But anyway, next topic. We went to fucking 50 episodes. Finally, I know I had to take a break in between, but the show has taken a different course. Cameras have gotten better. We're still broke. So I have new designs coming up, and those designs will be in the form of either a t-shirt or a hat. But they will be coming soon. And once they become available, I will put that on the podcast Instagram, or I will put that on TikTok just so you guys can get it. I appreciate y'all for liking, following, subscribing. If you haven't done so yet, please do. Let's get to 1,500. And then we'll get to 2,000, and then from there 2,500, and hopefully from there on. So let's go to 1,500. Let's see if we can get to 1,500. Once we get to 1,500, I'll do a live stream on the podcast, and we'll have all the guests on, all the fans, whoever wants to get on the pod. I'll do like a live stream. We'll do like a massive community live stream with all the fan base, with the entire fan base. Whoever wants to join in can join in. We just have a good time. We'll just vibe out. We'll play some games, whatever the case may be. It'll be on TikTok. Let's get to 1,500 first. I'll also be doing giveaways for the merch. So when that comes out, I'll just pick a random raffle. And then depending on whoever it is, you guys will get like the first prototypes. So the first hoodies that I had, I'll send those out to you as well. Just wanted to announce this as well. The Armenian Film Society, September 3rd through the 7th, they're having their annual Armenian Film Festival. One of the best guests that we've ever had on this show. Room 104 podcast alumni, Sev Ohanyan. He's being nominated by Ryan Coogler himself for the Armenian Film Society Hall of Fame. On September 7th, they're doing a talk, actually, the two of them in Glendale. Let me make sure this is correct before I bullshit my way through. On September 3rd is the Los Angeles premiere of Monsieur Oznavour at Alex Theater. On September 4th is the world premiere of A Winter Song with cast and crew at the Americana at Brand on September 4th. September 5th is the U.S. premiere of Thus Spoke the Wind at the Americana. On September 6th is the Los Angeles premiere of Words Left Unspoken with Jose Piranyan. I think that's how you pronounce his name. At the Americana. And then there are going to be 15 short films at the Americana on September 5th and 6th. And then there's a one-on-one conversation with Sev Ohanyan and Ryan Coogler at the Alex Theater on September 7th. And the Armenian Film Society's gala at Vertigo on September 7th, honoring actor Karagulian, director Madeline Sharafian, and producer Sev Ohanyan. Make sure you buy your tickets. Go to Instagram, go to Armenian Film Society on Instagram, go to their bio. You will find the link to all the tickets that are available. With that being said, this has been the Room 104 podcast. It has been episode 50. We got to fucking 50 episodes. This has been Monty of the Room 104 podcast. Thank you so much for coming down. I love you guys. We'll see you in the next one. بیا بشین دیگه.
كلش فيكي هبلي عليك ما نتبدلي يا ريت